UK's top court has refused to stop the Boris Johnson government from dumping migrants into Rwanda. The first flight to Rwanda has been cleared for takeoff. Yesterday we told you why this decision is wrong, how it is against the right to seek asylum or against human rights for that matter. Today we'll tell you that this decision is worse because it involves shipping migrants to not just any other country but to Rwanda. The East African nation has problems of its own and far too many. Rwanda has gone from one conflict to another. As we speak, it is fighting Congo. So what exactly was the Boris Johnson government thinking?
This is the Boscombe Royal Air Force Base in the United Kingdom. The flight you see has been cleared for takeoff. The plane will soon be heading to the land of a conflict. Rwanda, or the Republic of Rwanda. It's a country landlocked between Uganda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Burundi and Tanzania. For the longest time in history, Rwanda was obscure. When it finally made headlines in 1994, it was because of a genocide. 10% of the country's population was killed in 100 days. The prosecuted were mostly the Tutsis. They used to be the ruling class, the ones that owned cattle and land. Colonial Belgium had pitted a clan called Hutu against the Tutsi. Bloody battles between the two began in the mid-90s. It then amplified into a genocide. The world had not seen anything like this, be it in scope or intensity. 1 million people were killed in 10 days. People hacked to death by garden tools. Many were killed by their own neighbors. They say the Hutus wanted to exterminate the Tutsi, and they nearly achieved their goal. When the genocide ended, Rwanda's military entered neighboring Zaire, or present-day Democratic Republic of Congo. The military wanted to expel Hutu extremists, but it found itself involved in Zaire's civil war. World bodies criticized Rwanda, even suspended foreign aid. A peace agreement was reached in 2002. Rwanda withdrew troops from Congo. Congo repatriated Hutu extremists. In 2003, Rwanda held its first multi-party democratic election. That franchise did not stop ethnic violence. In 2010, when Rwanda was holding its second multi-party presidential elections, many opposition candidates and journalists were murdered. Many independent media outlets were banned. President Paul Kagame currently sits at the helm of Rwanda. His opponents abroad have been shot or strangled to death. Some 38% of the country lives below the poverty line. There's repression, there's brutality. Rwanda is currently being accused of helping rebels in Democratic Republic of Congo who've successfully occupied a town. Congo says Rwanda has once again invaded their country. This is a story that goes from one conflict to another. And despite all this, the United Kingdom thinks Rwanda is a perfect place for a fresh start. It is shipping illegal immigrants to Rwanda for a better life. Seriously, what gives?
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.